As many of you may know, I kind of like to build in The Sims, and I just got back from EA Play, where I got my hands on The Sims 4 Island Living early. So this video is brought to you by EA Game Changers, thanks to them for sending me out there, and now I'm back, and I have some things to share with you all. Starting with this build. My friends, I don't know if you noticed, but this lot is not flat. We are building a beautiful tropical home in Island Living. This is possibly the best day of my life. Can I just say that when I first got into the game and I saw this and I saw the beach and the stilted foundations and just everything we can do now with this pack, I about lost my mind, okay? Because you probably know, I just built a house like literally 2 weeks ago trying to mimic this like stilted foundation look using columns. It doesn't look very good, it doesn't work properly, but now we actually have a stilted foundation in the base game. This is added in the free update, so it comes like with the pack, obviously, because pack update and whatnot, but it's in the base game now, so everyone has the stilt foundation now, which is awesome because it's so needed. There's two of them, one that's like sort of all wood and like a rounded column, one that's more of a square column. I do have one bone to pick with the stilted foundation though. Unfortunately, you can't landscape underneath it. So just like how foundations work in The Sims 4, how you can't put landscaping like too close to the foundation without it jumping up to the higher level, that happens with stilted foundations as well. So like it looks like it's empty underneath. The game thinks there's a wall there. It just happens to be transparent. So you can't actually place anything underneath it, which is really frustrating and was very hard for me to work around while I was there trying to landscape. I asked Morgan about it, Sanguru Morgan, and again she said that basically because the game thinks that it's solid, you can't put any foundation or landscaping or anything there, which I assumed there wasn't a workaround to this, and so I didn't even try it, because I was just like, oh, well, Morgan said you can't fix it, so it must be impossible. I've since left and kind of thought more about it, and I think that you'll be able to, like, remove the foundation and put landscaping there and then put the foundation back like we do normally in other builds. So hopefully you can at least get some landscaping underneath the foundation. It's just going to be weird and hard to make look nice. But unfortunately you can't just like auto-place landscaping down there, which is pretty frustrating because, you know, all you want to do is because when you have landscaping that goes right up to the edge of that and nothing that kind of like spreads under just a little bit, it doesn't make much sense, but it's okay. It's just like a minor bone that I had to pick. Otherwise, it's great. And the landscaping, all the objects are amazing, like all of the new plants and stuff. There's one new, like, low-lying bush that is amazing. I'm gonna use it all the time. You'll know that I use that one bush, the one base game, like, low-lying bush with the little white flowers in it all the time. This one's just solid green. Like, we have needed a simple bush for so long, and they finally added it. There's a ton of new palm trees. There's just a lot of really good things in this pack. I can't wait to use them, and they all match the world. Like, we all know in Strangerville there was a bit of an issue because they used all this new landscaping and didn't give us the items. They gave us all the, like, landscaping things from the world. So we actually can make the world match now, which is really cool. There's a ton of new wallpapers. There's two very, 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 very nice new wood floors. It's real good. Also, new windows and doors, and the Swatch update is coming soon, my friends. You might have heard they're announcing a Swatch update that's adding 350 new swatches to items in The Sims 4. Now, they're all onto doors, which I didn't realize before I got there and tried it. I heard Swatch update and I was like, ooh, new base game bed swatches, but no. It's just doors. They updated the door swatches, which sounds really sad and lame, I know. Just think again for a second. All of you guys who play the base game a lot, you might have noticed that we have a lot of doors, right? Now, do any of them, like, have a solid black swatch or a solid white swatch? Particularly solid black swatches are a big issue. Like, you know the 3-tile wide nice doors that we have in the base game? They don't have a solid black swatch, at least right now. In this update, they do. And it's really nice. Like, we have needed something like that for a very long time, and they finally added it, and I am so glad. It was so fun to, like, mess around and look at them all and stuff. And also, there's, like, some plain, nice, normal-looking, more modern kind of doors, solid white and black swatches on them. They really did that. We needed this for so long. It was so sad. They finally fixed it, and this roof texture, only this texture unfortunately, but this roof, the new ones from Island Living, actually have an underside to them. You might know that in The Sims 4, all the roofs don't have an underside texture. It just looks like a weird white blank nothingness. This roof has an underbit to it, so if you look underneath, you'll see that the trim there has covered the underside as well, so it matches. Because like on a thatched roof like this, the overhang would match the top bit because it's thatched, right? The overhang matches in this game. So hopefully they'll realize how much we like that and start doing it in their other roofs, or potentially give us the ability to pick it ourselves. We don't have that yet, but maybe soon. They also added a ladder so that you could get from any sort of dock area into the water. They were saying because sometimes, like, the fastest route isn't to walk back around, go down the stairs, and then come swim into the water. You would just get down the dock, so they added a ladder from the dock into the water that goes all the way down. You can see the water also gets deeper, so as your Sims kind of wade, there comes a point when they're getting into the water where they start swimming, like you would in real life, because you kind of walk as far as you can and then you swim. They do that in The Sims as well, which is a little thing and sounds like, well, duh, yeah, obviously they do that, but it's cool to watch it happen and realize, like, oh, this actually, like, works. Like, they swim in the ocean for real in The Sims 4. They added a new ceiling fan, obviously good timing for that because it's a tropical world. There's so many good new things. There's new fences, you know, new wallpapers and stuff, like I said. Also a new counter swatch. New counter in general. There isn't a matching island to it. That was a bit of an oversight again. They also don't have cabinets for this, but that was intentional. They gave us, like, open shelving instead, like matching open shelving to the counters instead of matching cabinets, and I kind of like it. I wish that we had maybe some matching cabinets, but I will take that shelving any day. Like, I love the idea of those kind of, like, different shaped cabinets. I don't know if I use them in this build because it's kind of small in here, but I use them in a couple other ones. I filmed 2 other build videos that you'll see this week. But there are new cabinets, not cabinets, like they're classed as shelves, but they match these counters, so you can use them as cabinets, you know? There's a bunch of new beds. I think there's 4 new beds. There's 2 new dressers. There are 2 new dining tables. There are some really nice new couches. Oh, I did use the cabinets. Oh, good. I'm so smart and good at The Sims, clearly. Oh my god. And 2 new rugs, some awesome wicker furniture. I really, 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 really like the new wicker coffee table. I think it looks really cool. It's one of those things where those big square coffee tables just seem too big to me. Like, obviously, I guess it makes sense because it's like twice the size of the regular coffee table, but I actually end up sizing it down a lot of the time in my builds because it does really seem too big, but that's okay. It's still cute. And there's some new curtains that look so nice. Those one tile kind of drapey ones seem so realistic to me and so pretty. I cannot wait to use them in other builds. And there's like a little fruit bowl with pineapple in it. Real nice. There's not very many like clutter items in this. There's a lot of focus on like exterior build items and stuff, so it's not my favorite pack as far as cluttery decoration, but there are so many cool things. I love the doors and windows especially. You'll see I have that big sliding door out the back that's kind of slatted. There's one that matches that same size but is clear glass, and so it's a big like a 4 tile wide door, but there's windows on either side of it, so it kind of like matches how it would look in real life. Like, if you had a sliding glass door, it would look like that in real life, kind of with glass on either side, and now we finally have that in The Sims 4, so I was very excited about that. I'm not gonna lie, because I live in Florida, so this kind of thing is something I would find here. Maybe not like big slatted windows, but like sliding glass doors are very common here. People will have them into their back patios, and so it was weird to not have a thing that like reflected something that I see so frequently in my own home. Like my parents' house, my grandparents' house, like everyone, my neighbors all have sliding glass doors, like everyone's got it into their backyard. Like if you've got like a patio area, you have a sliding glass door, almost certainly. And so it was weird to not have like realistic looking ones in The Sims, given the fact that I see it so often around where I live. So that was kind of cool to have that added in. There's a really cool new desk too that I really like a lot. And 2 very nice new plants. Like, I used a base game one in this room, but there are 2 nice new plants as well. There are so many just nice build objects. I was really excited about this pack just because of that. I spent most of my time at EA Play in build mode. I had a few hours of capture time over 2 different days. I had like 2 hours one day and like 2 more the next day. And so the first day I got there and I was like, okay, I open it, you know, you press new game, it takes you into cast, and I was like, all right, cool, hairs, yeah. Some outfits, yeah, that's nice. right into build mode. Like, I just kind of like skipped through cast, and then I went and looked at the world. I filmed like a world tour area, and then I started building. I did a fixer-upper first, and then this build, and then another fixer-upper with some spare time of mine. So I have 3 build videos recorded early that I'll be posting soon. I know a lot of my friends made build videos too. I know that James Turner made one that's way better than mine. And my friend Dutch Sims 4 Master as well made one. I'll link those both down below if you want to check them out. They're both much more talented builders than me. But, you know, what are you going to do? Mine are just, like, cutesy and fine. Theirs are, like, cool. So I cannot relate to that, but whatever. I'm okay. I'm not upset or anything. Like, I'm fine. I don't feel inferior. It's one of those things where, like, I think I'm a good builder, and then I watch literally any other simmer that builds, and I'm like, oh, right, so I'm just okay, and they're good at building. Like, Avalyn Sims as well. How do these people do so well at everything? I don't get it. It was funny because I was at EA Play, right? And there were like 50 simmers all there. Like 50 of us all got invited to EA Play. So it was just like a Sims nightmare. Like we took over Los Angeles, basically. I say nightmare. It was really fun. It was really good. I'm glad that I got to go. We went to Disney one of the days. EA paid for us to go to Disney on the first day we got there. So I went to Disneyland with like 10 of my very, very close friends. Like, it was really cool. I'm so glad I got to go. It was a little bit stressful, like the whole event, because we were like on such a time crunch and so busy all the time and stuff. And I was really tired and I'm kind of getting sick, but otherwise, it was great, and I filmed so many videos, so I can't wait to share them with you guys. Yesterday, I got back, and I couldn't post anything yesterday or stream yesterday about the pack or anything. People kept asking me questions, being like, hey, Kayla, is it fun? Is it good? And I kept being like, shh, I can't talk about it until tomorrow, I swear, but like tomorrow, ask me anything you want. And today, you can ask me anything you want. I can finally talk about it. We're here. We're ready. And also, we knew about it before they announced it, so like they had us playing the game before they announced it on that live stream. So I've been playing it since the day before, and then we all went to watch the announcement, but like I'd already seen the trailer, I'd already played the game, and people were asking me out there like, hey, like what is the pack? Like what do you know? Do you know anything about it? And I kept being like, I don't know. I don't know what the pack is. I've never heard of it. What pack? There's a new pack? I don't know what you're talking about. Meanwhile, I'd already played it on the day before. But yeah, I met some of you guys at EA Play too. That was kind of fun. It was just a really good experience all around. Going to the event and stuff like that. I was saying something else, but I don't remember what it was. I don't know where I am. Something about knowing what the pack is and playing it and EA Play, I don't know. But they had a live stream where they announced it. They announced 3 packs on the EA Play official live stream. The Sims was the last title from EA to go, and they announced Island Living, they played the trailer, they announced a stuff pack that will not be named because I don't know if I agree with it yet. But it's they have that like Moschino, is it called? I don't know. It's a Moschino stuff pack. It's a collaboration stuff pack with this like high-end fashion line. They have I don't know. Look it up. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see what happens. It seems like a My First Pet Stuff 2.0, but I don't know anything about it. They said a fashion photographer career in it, so that's kind of interesting. But otherwise, I'm not sure what to expect. So you didn't hear that from me. And they announced a Magic stuff pack. I forget what they called it. But yeah, Magic. They announced that too. So if you missed that, those 3 things are coming this year to The Sims 4, which is really exciting. I can't wait to see what they all are. I've been very like opposed to occults in the past. However, because I just like vampires, I don't like vampires. I don't know, aliens, stupid. Like I have been very anti-occults in The Sims 4 because of those 2 things. But they added mermaids in this pack, and I was kind of into it. Like, I kind of had fun playing with them. I just don't see myself ever using them again. It was, like, kind of cool to see how they did it. But, again, I just don't really imagine myself playing with mermaids all that often or, like, wanting them around. Like, in my regular gameplay, I don't want to see a mermaid. Like, I just play very realistic family-style gameplay, and having a mermaid pop out or, like, a vampire or whatever just doesn't fit with how I play. Same thing if they add, like, wizards or witches or whatever in a Magic stuff pack. I just don't really feel any interest in having wizards walking around my Sims world. But I can imagine that there will be very nice build items in a pack like that, so I can get behind it. I don't care what gameplay stuff you add. I won't really use it. But if you make there be some cool build items, then I'll be really excited about it. Same thing with this. Like, mermaids, don't care. They're fine. Like, I like mermaids, too. Like, I had a Little Mermaid obsession as a child. I used to watch The Little Mermaid on VHS literally every single day as a child. But I still don't care about mermaids still. I don't know. But we'll see about how wizards work out and stuff. I'll keep you guys posted when I get more news about it. We so far have like no news about those packs other than just the name of them. But we'll see what happens in the future. Speaking of packs and news, I am streaming about this pack tonight. I don't have it yet, but I have a lot of footage of it. And so I'm going to watch my footage and talk about the pack and answer questions and stuff tonight on stream. So if you're interested in seeing that, check me out on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/lilsimsie. I'm getting very close to 75,000 followers. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, please do. There's a link in the description box. I also posted a new video earlier today where I kind of toured the world and explained the world and talked about townies and lots and all that. That's linked down below as well. But I'm going to go ahead and cut off right here. Make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I'm posting videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. The more I think about and talk about this pack again, the more I like it. Like, I already loved it, and now I'm, like, getting more excited about it. It's really just, it's like a downward spiral, but in a good way. We're having a good time.